Let's catch up with our players on the mezzanine of the Peppermill Resort Hotel here in Reno, Nevada. Cash game is 25 and 50 blinds with a $5,000 minimum buy-in. Todd Brunson is first. He will fold.
Sorry.
Tom looking muted as normal in his casual wear. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
These chips are very similar for a colorblind guy.
Dan Harmon's calls and Mark calls out of the big blind.
I check.
Schneider ahead with a pair of sevens. Mark calls. Turns another jack. Couple of checks. We're going to the river. Five of hearts, so now Schneider's got the flush. Bonsack bets, fires out 600. Schneider raises to 1,600.
Nice hand.
And the man known as Donkey Bomber will scoop a $3,200 pot, our first of the night here at Peppermill, Reno.
About five.
Lance, I am the best chipper, by the way. Just keep that in the back of your memory as you're dealing.
He's lying. We're all giving you a nickel.
I might give more, Lance.
I got drink toast. I'll meet you at the
A
bar
little
after
something
shift.
extra in your envelope this week if you play your cards right, you know.
More like if you play your cards right.
That too.
Pocket aces for Hank Zarnecki. He makes it 150. Brunson and Jet both call.
Call. And call.
You didn't even look, did you?
What? No, I did. I looked.
Here's the flop. It's 10-5 queen with a couple of diamonds. Big, big draw for Brunson.
$375. Raise it.
9,500 or something.
Brunson raises to just over 1,000 to 1,075.
4,000.
And here comes that cash we spoke of earlier, a raise to 4,000.
I'm all in.
All in.
Sure.
Call.
You drawing?
Against you, I think I'm drawing.
No, I'm drawing.
I got a pair and a flush draw.
How big's your flush draw?
Small.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, wow.
Want to just chop it right now?
Dan does a favorite when he sees one.
I think he wants to buy out of the hand, sir, Kenny.
Yeah.
All right. We have to rebuy.
And they are going to run it twice, so there will be two sets of turn and river.
What are the chances I can win one time?
Well, it's not unheard of. Wow, a lot better now.
Tremendously.
A lot better now.
Dark.
You run good, sir. Just what we're gonna say.
Not yet.
We're doing it again.
You guys are doing both the turn and the river?
Correct.
No.
I didn't hear that part of it.
3 times, right?
I'm just so good for the game. I am so good for the game. All right,
Just what, Dan?
just what? I have to win. I mean, this is America. The rich get richer and the middle class gets screwed.
That was fair.
Wow.
It doesn't have anything to do with running good. It has to do with
Running good.
You guys are
More
missing
poker action from the Peppermill Resort Hotel in Reno, Nevada when we return. Welcome back. Playing here with a $25 and $50 big blind with an optional $100 straddle.
It should be.
Okay. Look at that. Imagine what could have happened if you had straddled.
Now I wish they would have.
Brunson calls nines. Actions on Chad in the small blind. He's going to raise with a suited ace-king.
I'm going to fold without looking.
Bold maneuver.
What do you think? Strong play?
When when your instincts are on.
And Mark will fold. Todd calls. And here comes the flop. It is 6, King, 6. Chad Brown outflops Brunson. And he's betting 800. Call from Todd. Turn another 6. So both players boat up. He checks. Chad calls. This pot now almost to $6,500.
Oh, 50?
And here comes the river, which is a 3. Chad's first. He will check.
Now your queens or jacks are good.
I got ace king.
Ace king, that's good too.
Chad Brown will turn ace king of clubs into $6,500. Kind of noticed there on the turn and river that Chad said, you know what, this pot's pretty big already. No need to put any more money into it. If he does have a 6, I'm going to get absolutely crushed.
Nice hand.
Maybe he's got a weaker king, and so he was happy to just scoop a $6,400 pot.
What are you getting, Dan?
Well, Tom, I mean, I'm taking the game seriously, so I'm not drinking because.
Really?
Well, I'm trying to
You
win.
don't want your solid play to get disturbed?
Well, no, I'm trying. I'm trying to win.
Oh, that was a sick needle. You don't let him get this. That was.
All right. See, like I said, Tom and I used to be friends. We're really friends.
10K already, Dan. Take the foot off the gas a little, buddy.
I just called anyone at the other at the table I raised with this hand.
I agree with you. Normally I raise with this hand, too.
But it's Chad.
I raised with this one.
Yeah, exactly. It's Chad, I can't.
Flop is king 7-10 with 2 diamonds.
225.
Let's get him, Chad.
Let's get him.
All right. He gets us.
Now they're tag teaming on you.
The turn is a deuce, and so Brown improves now to 2 pair.
I got the best hand right now, I promise you that.
I promise you I don't have the best hand. Well, I might now. Well, I might not.
That was your draw?
The king.
Just drawn to a king.
I don't understand how Chad can't win this hand. I knew him.
Well, the $900 bet gets rid of Dan Harmon's.
I kind of I think he's got king. Yeah, king deuce, even better.
Wow.
Wow.
You're right. How can he not win this
How
hand?
can that win?
Yeah.
Under the gun raise and king two. Uh-oh.
This game on.
I was gonna say, you know.
That's game on right
Guess I
there.
gotta start looking at my cards now.
Nice answer.
All right, now I'm steaming. Good thing I got a beer ordered.
All right. Well, maybe you can straddle next time since you're steaming.
We do appreciate that informational call, though.
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online. Matt Berkey from Las Vegas, Nevada, will raise to 250.
150.
Everybody's head just explodes.
I'm sure I'll get enough action.
There'd be something wrong if he changed it because, you know, I mean, that's his standard raise.
Heads up.
True story. If I change it, it'll only be more, not less.
400 is the bet from Todd.
We got down to 600. I'm chip average.
Berkey raises to
There's a
1,600.
raise, a re-raise. I ship it with aces. Guy with queens called. And monster chip leader, I can fold my way into 3 seats. You don't have to win.
Yeah, right.
So, and I bought into the tournament and bubbled the tournament with queens. I had queens against aces. So it wasn't a good trip.
Brunson does make the call. He's got a huge lead, but he doesn't look all that comfortable. And the turn is an ace. Might be enough to kill the action, except it's the ace of diamonds. And so now Berkey has a flush draw. And out comes $5,000 in cash.
5,000 bet.
Cool, it's sick. I kind of thought you had a flush draw, so that's a pretty sick card. I thought you had a flush draw.
A $5,000 call here would be pretty much all the money that Brunson has left in front of him.
All right. Once, twice. I got a pair and a flush draw.
That is a all-in,
We'll do it twice.
correct? All-in with a call, running it twice.
Oh, the first one, wow, gives Berkey 2 pair.
I got lucky, I guess.
We'd end up
Chop, chop.
Wow.
Todd avoids losing both of them, and they will chop this pot up.
Nice call, too.
Since I've been so lucky, yeah.
Todd Brunson, not exactly what you call the most talkative player at the table, but just like his dad, when he says something, it's usually in that Texas dry wit humor that they both possess.
$150.
Action fold around to Dan Harmon. Makes it 150 with ace-jack of spades and a re-raise from Mark. Here's the flop. It's deuce, ace, 5. Check from Dan, an $800 bet from Mark is quickly called. And so we'll see a turn, and that is a 9 of hearts, putting 3 hearts out on the board.
Call.
You win.
Will you outflop me for Christ's sakes?
Nice hand.
Thank you. Son of a bitch, I could get the freaking ace anyway.
Because that was the magical card that got you all that money right there.
Yeah, it was actually, but still. I can't believe I chinked the armor of the freaking Terminator. Holy.
Waiting to check raise you on the turn.
Yeah. I know you were gonna. So
Dan, was that river bet a value bet or a bluff?
I didn't bet that.
Thought it was a value bet, to be honest with you.
You would have had a hard time.
Openers, 250.
Mr. 250. Just me and the best that's ever lived.
You're too kind.
The two best in the world? That's amazing.
And the turn is a 6 of clubs.
That's a pretty cool picture. Scotty looks typical Scotty.
River's a queen.
I got aces.
Both players check, and we see aces go down again here tonight on Poker Night in America. So far for Matt Berkey, his $250 raises have been working pretty good.
Hey, if you like this video from season whatever from Poker Night in America, there are at least 41 other seasons, and we've got every episode here on our page at your disposal. Go to town, but make sure you hit like and subscribe.